Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Coleman. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go, D. Wide. Get wide. Kill.
On second down now, it's Coleman. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Mike 50. Know your job. Mike's 50.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here we go. 180!
Mike 50 out.
65.
Switch. Check.
11.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the Steelers' 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
All day. Slam.
Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
I got you.
He's moving, boys. He's coming. We got double up.
On third down, here's Coleman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it makes things a little more interesting now on 4th and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 19 yards that time for number 19. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Joe Hayden there to bring him down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Coleman now. And he is going to lose yardage here. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Let's go, boys. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Right there, 54. Right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Now Roethlisberger throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. 50.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
3 buzz. Shift.
Go ahead.
On 1st down, Coleman. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go. 180. 21. Here we go.
Check three.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Robbie Gould onto the field goal.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through.
CD, you know, there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Here's Coleman, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They will run again with Coleman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey,
One, Omaha.
watch the ship. Check 13. Check 13. Check.
Greystone, travel.
Check. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, gun.
25. Check 25.
This is Coleman, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's to his running back, complete. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Take 2 of them. Let's get it.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Moncrief. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here it goes. Here it goes. Hey, Alpha. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now.
54, right there, right there.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's Conner. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
We got 50. Check, check. Lucky. Bravo.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to...
And a big loss
loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Don't be lost. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run forward with counter. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Motion. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Show that bench release and go.
Watch the slant.
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And able to find Garcon. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. There's Garoppolo to throw. Flush to his right. And shedding his way forward. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
11.
1st and 10.
White.
198. Move. 98 to Mike.
They're not ready for this, man.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
13.
On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Where the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
21.
Now Garoppolo. Whoa, what happened there? No good. Off the crossbar, and it comes back. A very poor effort from PAT distance. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll give the Smallwood out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.